it's the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Definitely way past time to clean out the lye tank. Besides, lye really only works in warm weather, so there's no point in keeping these things in here any longer. Oh, this is cold. Let's see what we've collected over this past few months. There's a good start. And what do we have but a large Blacklock pan, which I'm stripping or trying to strip in order to reseason it. We also have a large wildlife pan, a 6-inch pan. This is actually going to be a Christmas present. And a nice vintage Wagner National. This one I scored at a flea market for about $7. What else? Oh yes, a steel pan. I believe this actually came from Brimfield. This one, yeah, that's right. I've been wanting to reseason this one. The Solid Technics big skillet. Towel dry. And before the flash rust sets in, we give it a nice thick coating of Crisco. This is not seasoning the pan, this is just giving it a layer to prevent oxidation, aka rust. And into the oven it goes to start heating.
And now we do the same thing with all of the other cast iron pans, vigorously scrubbing them off with Barkeeper's Friend. And then coating them with Crisco to keep them from rusting. The lye did a great job of removing the factory seasoning, so lye does not remove rust, and that's what the Barkeeper's Friend is for. And once all the pans are coated with oil, we put them in the oven at 200 degrees to dry them off and begin the first seasoning.
Well, let's give this one a try. And into the oven it goes. Okay, a bit of pitting on the bottom. Obviously this thing's been banged around a lot. That's alright. Should still make a good everyday user for the person I'll be giving it to. And into the oven we go. Well, examining this Wagner National shows that this pan has unquestionably been fire damaged.
and it can never be truly restored. If you'll take a close look, you'll even see that the pan itself is completely warped. Not just the bottom, but the entire pan itself is bent. It has serious pitting on the sides, and the reddish color of the fire damage even discolored the foam of the barkeeper's friend while it was being washed. As well as, of course, the unquestionable reddish color here on the bottom. Not only that, it's actually warped to the point where you can feel the warping on this end rather than in the center, which means no, this was not just caused by a stove or the like. So, unfortunately, this pan is a loss.
After heating the pans for about half an hour at 200 degrees, the extra water has evaporated from the pans, and it's okay to wipe off the excess oil.
Now it's time to do some real seasoning.
And now it's time to really start seasoning these pans. Here we're using Crisco cast iron seasoning, which I've been very satisfied with for the past few years, and I certainly recommend. No, I'm not being paid to say this either. We simply wipe it onto the hot pans, and then we wipe off the excess. After raising the temperature to 300 degrees, we wipe the pans off for a second time. This step is highly recommended by my friend Jeff Rogers, the culinary fanatic. And then we raise the temperature to 400 degrees, and then we wait for 2 hours for the seasoning to carbonize onto the surface of the pans.
Still piping hot. Still not bad at all for the first seasoning. And as for the Blacklock pan, this also looks rather nice. Looking forward to using this already. And now for seasoning number 2. The steel skillet has cooled off considerably, and the iron ones have not. And after a day of seasoning and re-seasoning these cast iron pans, here's the result. We have the 19th century steel skillet, the solid Technics big skillet, the Lodge wildlife skillet, and of course the Blacklock pan. Not bad for a day's work, especially since 2 of these are going to be Christmas presents. And as for the other 2, I'll be using these, and you'll be seeing them again in future videos very soon. And I do hope you enjoy them. As always, thank you very much for watching.